Trucks are the lifeblood of American commerce, but what if the big rigs were packed with goods from Amazon and Walmart and there was no one to drive them? Kate Rogers is in Salt Lake City today, inside a rig with the latest installment of her monthly job series. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Carl, that's right. The trucking industry is currently short about 51,000 drivers, and it's struggling to attract women to the field. We found one new driver who's a real rarity. Take a look.
John Shell Jenkins is ready to hit the road. The 21-year-old just got her commercial driver's license after 3 weeks of training with CR England, which employs 6,500 drivers around the country. Starting pay for new drivers begins at around $40,000 a year, but those with experience can make six figures.
The benefits are great. It's great pay, and they offer a lot of miles. And because I love to travel and I like money, so I said trucking is going to be best for me.
Young women like Jenkins are a rarity in an industry that's workforce is only about 6% female and facing a shortage of some 51,000 drivers.
I told them, well, I can do it because just because it's a man job, I can do the same thing as a man.
So CR England says right now they could use about 500 additional drivers just like Jenkins. To entice people to come and work for them, they'll actually waive your loan repayment for trucking school if you stay with the company for a year. If you're a veteran, they'll speed that up to just 9 months. Other industry-wide incentives we've seen include big sign-on bonuses up to $10,000, sometimes more, as well as multiple raises throughout the year, flexible schedules and routes that people can spend more time with their families. So trucking companies are really trying to pull out all the stops in order to get people to come and work for them in this increasingly tight labor market, guys.
Kate, you are covering a story that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm very impressed that you're actually driving that
right.
big rig right now. I don't know if it's automatic. I'm assuming it might be. But one of the other things I know trucking companies, one of the other things that trucking companies have been doing is they have been buying new trucks, and we saw this in the data today. Big rigs in record numbers ordered last month that are more amenable to newer drivers, women drivers, people who maybe are shorter, et cetera, more comfortable cabs for people to drive. Is that what you're experiencing right now?
Yeah, Morgan, that's a great thing to bring up. Actually, this company replaces their cars about every 3 years because they want the drivers to be comfortable. They're all automatic. I would not be driving one today if they weren't. So that's just one of the many things they're trying to do to entice people to come and work for them because they want to make it easier. They want drivers to be more comfortable, and they want to keep them because turnover is really high. It can be between 95 and 100%. So keeping these workers is a tough challenge for all of these companies.
Yeah, and Kate, I got to imagine, and to some degree, they have to reassure workers who don't want to be away from home for too long that they're going to run routes that will let them see their kids every couple of days.
Yeah, Carl, that's very true as well. They're trying to be more flexible with drivers, work with them to create routes that might allow them to spend more time with their families because, you know, you can be on the road for 5 days or you can be on the road for 3 weeks. So they're trying to be more flexible. That's just one of the incentives that's also kind of been added to the mix as the labor market tightens.
I thought Phil LeBeau's Mustang live shot was the live shot of the week, but this might beat it.
I think you're right. Yeah. They've been really killing it, these two. Kate Rogers, thank you from Salt Lake City. You know, even better. You know, Carl, I'd also just note, and hat tip to Donald Broughton over at Broughton Capital for bringing this up. We're seeing such tightness in the freight market right now.
Is she going to make it out of the shot? Yes, she is.
We'll see. Okay. I'll just keep talking. They're seeing such tightness in the freight market right now, and the costs are rising so much. You actually have not only delays for some shippers, but some shippers can't get trucks, period, to move their goods. I think we're going to be hearing much more about this in the coming weeks and months.